This warm-up program is based on the high school swim team. I'm basing it off of a pre-race, so it will be done right before a race, and that they do not have pool access. They probably have access to an open gymnasium to complete this workout. It'll be fully completed 10 minutes prior to the start time of the race for them, and then each of these will go about 10 yards each, so maybe 5 yards forward, 5 yards back for each of the movement warm-ups. So the first one will be the trunk twists. With the trunk twists, what they're going to do is stepping forward and just reaching like that, kind of reaching across. The next one is just kind of a light jog, just kind of jogging forward, jogging back, just get the kind of heart rate up, get a little bit of movement. Next, we'll add a little bit of pace to it, so we'll add a little bit of skips, so just kind of skipping, getting those arms go through the range of motion. They can go sideways, and then on the way back, kind of just bring them up, again getting them through full range of motion. And just a quick break here, we'll go a little bit of kind of helpful advice for them for the trunk twists. When you're doing them, you really want to focus on the rotation. Make sure they're going through their full range of motion, not over rotating and kind of impinging that back. Probably cause a little bit of pain if they did that. And then when they're jogging, just make sure they're in an upright position. They're jogging, they're not walking, they're taking it more seriously. And then with the arm swings, just they're going through again that full range of motion to really open up the shoulder joint. The next one will be a high knee skip. And this one you're going to emphasize driving up that knee, followed by some speed skips, which they're going to go a little bit faster, landing softly. A sprint series, which I'll go over after that. It's kind of falling forward into the sprint. And then the final one will be power push-ups. They'll perform normal push-ups, and then 2 to 3 explosive push-ups. So I'll go through those first with the high knee skip. What you're going to do is skipping forward, really driving that knee up, really focusing on lifting up full range of motion. Next one, I'll show the push-ups next. Push-ups for these, just a couple normal push-ups, down, up, and the explosive one. Just to get a little bit of movement, lifting up off the ground to really get that explosive movement up. Sprint series, we're going to do similar to a starting motion of actually jumping into the pool, like this. They're just going to fall forward, sprinting about 5 yards, fall forward, go right into the sprint. So again, it's common things with the sprint. The athlete may just go right into the sprint. You're going to really want them to just lean forward into it and then accelerate fast, accelerate for about 5 yards, then decelerate for the next 5, just so they're not stopping on a dime. The push-ups, perform 2 to 3 normal push-ups, kind of get those muscles going. Then the power push-ups, really trying to explode up. If they can clap, they'll clap in between them. If not, just try to slightly get those arms up off the ground. For a slightly different program that I would do for youth baseball players, it would be more, I guess, fun oriented. Since it's probably a youth league, they're playing little leagues, more recreational. It would be before the game. I'm assuming I'd have access to the outfield. They would just start off throwing the ball back and forth, throwing, catching it, pretty close distance, every 3 to 4 throws each. They'll probably take a couple steps back, slowly progress further back. After that, I'd have them take maybe 1 or 2 laps just around the total field. If we only have access to the outfield, maybe 2 to 3 laps. If we have access to the full field, probably 1 to 2 laps would be fine. And I would finish that off with some jog sprints. So they'd start off jogging for about 5 yards, go into a sprint for 5 yards, and then decelerate for about 5 yards. That would be done pretty close to game time, probably within 5 minutes of game time, just to get them warmed up. And then maybe do that in 7th inning stretch if the Little League has that, just to reiterate that warm up. Alrighty, thanks for listening.